and Rockstone Triz.
Ding, bing, ding, 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 bing, 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 ding. We started off real mellow. I like that. I was vibing, yeah.
It's Friday. We need that.
Who sang that song?
That's The Weeknd.
Oh, I should start listening to The Weeknd.
It's The Weeknd.
It is The Weeknd. It was. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. No, but yeah, I'm gonna go listen to The Weeknd all day when I'm sad.
So I'm finding out that I might be a little Weeknd fan, and I didn't really like him before.
Was you the last two songs was Weeknd song?
But we got the last song.
But you were singing one, humming to one just now before this one.
I can't remember.
Then you were singing it, and I too was singing it. I don't know one word of it, but I like to sing it.
I know the song that we were just singing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says.
The one before this one, right?
This one?
No, I don't remember.
This
the one
one's
before.
timeless. Timeless.
I gotta.
Did I ever pay attention to The Weeknd?
I feel like if Michael Jackson died and turned into The Weeknd.
Oh wow,
That's an interesting.
Because I feel like the Weeknd be channeling the Michael Jackson. Like if Michael was still here.
Who do y'all like better, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's a hard question for me.
It's easy. I don't know what it is about me. I think my whatever card needs to be revoked. I don't know. I've just never been like a goo goo gaga over Prince. It's never. I've never felt the bug. I've never, whatever. I mean, I think it's just me in general. I don't think I felt the bug about that. I don't think I have that trait in my body to, like, super fan.
Yeah.
Over anyone.
Yeah,
like,
you don't think you're the
part of
Yeah.
Like, I see celebrities now, and you know, like the instant whatever. I just feel like I don't give a shit. Like, I so
I
much
just
don't
feel like,
give a shit.
oh look, that's the person over there, and I do like a
Yeah,
People like, oh
but I don't mean
my
it.
God, go get a picture.
Yeah,
For
nah.
what?
I don't know if I would have been infatuated with Prince. No, I do like his music.
I love Prince's music, and for me, it's Prince over Michael Jackson, definitely. But
What you like?
I think it's a tie. I'm just calling it.
Maybe.
Like, tell me what both
I don't know.
of you
Like,
guys
I think
feel.
that like Prince's first, like the fact that Prince played every instrument.
Yeah.
And did all the things was just amazing to me. And I just think like he was just a very sexy little man.
Yeah.
And he was a very little man. And I think like the androgynousness of him, is that what
Androgynous,
is that what is that the word?
Androgynous.
I think like his whole persona is something that I really, really liked. And I just really, really like a lot of his songs and a lot of his music. And I think he had such a musical range for a lot of things.
And not
and
only
then,
that, he shared it with so many people.
he shared it with so many people.
And
And then when you hear more and more about Prince, like he just sounds like he's not the guy that we thought he was, but he was just an all-around guy. Like Dave Chappelle with like the pancake story and the basketball.
Yeah.
So things like that, I just feel like there is an infatuation, and I think he has a song called Infatuation, maybe. And I just really like him.
I'm actually gonna go listen to some Prince.
Yeah.
Because I want to feel like not that I don't want to. Like I want to be like, oh my, like when you guys be in here talking about like, oh, whose concert will you go to?
know
And blah,
Darling
blah. I
Nikki?
feel like
You
Cardi
know,
B.
You know Darling Nikki by Prince?
She don't know that.
No.
Oh man, you got to go back.
Sing
and
it for
listen
me.
to
Let me hear it.
You were a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a
Oh, I know
sex
that
fiend.
song. Yeah.
I call in the hotel. I be masturbating with magazines.
Yes, and if you listen to his words, it's like, wow.
I'm gonna go listen. No,
Yeah.
that's gonna be my thing. They're gonna be like, wait, what happened to you? And I'm be like, I'm in a Prince type of mood.
Yeah, do it. Prince is,
Mike Nice.
Mike Nice. We not talking about they dancing.
Mike was out there. Mike was
right.
out
No,
there.
like
Known for his dancing.
that's not even a question.
Right.
Like the dancing, hands down, Michael Jackson. Absolutely forever, but no.
I mean,
music-wise,
are they even? Should they be in the same category of comparison?
I think they very well could be. They were the same time. They were the same genre.
Pop
They were the
music.
same. A lot of
Superstar.
whatever.
Prince is a better musician, whereas Michael is a better performer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I absolutely agree with that.
But they were both like two of the they were like the last of the Mohicans when it comes to like superstardom.
Like, and like
face.
all around
Yeah,
superstardom.
you know.
Like real. Yeah.
Besides Beyonce, has that
Now.
kind of star quality. Beyonce and Chris Brown.
And what's her name? Got it too. What's her name?
Who?
The girl.
Oh, that one.
Janelle Monáe.
No.
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 I don't think she's
But
there.
No.
She could be.
Is talented.
Yeah, she could be. She has potential, but she doesn't have the stardom.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Beyonce is the superstar,
Beyonce.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's it. I don't think there's anybody else Beyonce level.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think that there's anybody
Beyonce,
else.
Chris Brown. That's it.
And I don't
Rihanna.
think that Chris Brown is on Beyonce's level at all.
No.
I think he's a star.
Yeah, and
but I think that
super talented.
Beyonce is a superstar, and I think that
Rihanna?
no.
More iconish?
Rihanna could be, but Rihanna has taken a step back from
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
a lot of other things, like having babies and
Yeah,
developing
yeah.
her other businesses. But I think that Beyonce is like
The top tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't think there's anybody up there with her.
Taylor Swift. Oh, but black people. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but yeah,
And I
I
don't-
can't even. I'm just
and
trying to
maybe
throw out
Taylor
names.
Swift- But I'm not familiar with Taylor Swift at all.
I don't know none of
we
her
were
music, nothing.
nothing. When we were at Glorilla the other day, and they played some song by a girl, and I asked the little white girl in front of me who was black. It's crazy because she was twerking more than anybody. But when I asked her, I was like, "Is this Taylor Swift?" And she was like, "No, it's Miley Cyrus." And I was like, "Oh my bad. I'm sorry, my bad." But
think you're
I
right.
don't know any Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh no, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Ain't that Miley Cyrus?
Maybe.
What's the difference between Miley
Well, I
Cyrus
was
and
gonna
Taylor
say,
Swift?
Miley
How
Cyrus
no.
is the black one. That's the black one.
She's got black.
Is Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
Is she very
No.
famous?
She's very, very famous, but I don't think she even scratches the surface of it. The ones that we,
Taylor Swift,
Taylor or
yeah.
maybe Ariana Grande
Nah, I
is
don't
better
think so. I don't think so
than
either.
Billie Eilish. I know that one song where she said something about I'm get you fed up with my boyfriend. Oh, yep, cause I'm
Ariana.
yours. Yeah, I like
break
Ariana.
break
yeah.
up with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Because
that-
I'm bored.
Whatever. Y'all don't know nothing. God damn it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Spark FM Online. We were just having a little bit of a musical conversation, a little debate. And quick check-in. How you doing, Miss Tony?
I'm doing good. Yesterday was a good day. Last night I went out and I had a date, and it was really a good date. It's what dates should be. And it's definitely a stark contrast to my last date that I went on. Thank God. But it was good from start to
The
finish.
last date was about the dinner.
Yeah, it
Something
was-
about what was it? I forgot what it was.
Where did you guys go this time?
We went to the Timeout Market.
Ooh, what the hell is that?
Oh, you went there for a date?
Yeah, I went there for a date, and it was nice.
Oh, it's over there.
Because Paul was like, yep. What?
Yeah.
What
By,
that mean?
Fenway.
So Timeout is the one
food
down
court.
by Fenway. that
Oh, the
they-
actual.
Yeah, where they opened. Is that where Longhorn used to be, maybe?
That's where Best Buy used to be.
Oh, it is.
That's where Best Buy used to be. In
Sorry,
Fenway.
So they-
excuse me. Best Buy is no longer there.
No, it's a
It
food
sure
court.
ain't.
Been
It
there-
sure ain't.
Been there
You know,
about
they
5
opened the
years now.
Trillium
Yeah.
outside.
Yep, yep,
And
yep.
then now they made it a. That sure
That
is
is
where
the
Best
Best
Buy
Buy
was.
was.
Yep. Yep.
That's
And then in the
crazy.
So is it a
it's
huge
also-
restaurant?
In the winter, it's also a ice skating rink outside there.
Shut your mouth. So anyhow, it's a food court.
Yeah.
But it's in with bars. Like full bars, and then a full food court with all different kinds of food and all
On the
different kinds of
weekends,
things.
they got
So
the
is it
DJ
like the
there.
And then
one
they-
by the TD Garden? That big hub thing that they have with all of the
Like
food
that?
court?
Oh,
Is it like
it's
the one by the
similar.
garden?
Yeah.
It's similar to that.
Because I haven't been inside of that one
Yeah.
either.
You haven't?
No.
But that one over there is way smaller than.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one is big, and then they open it out and they have events there.
Oh, okay.
So they have DJs, like
yep,
Trish
yeah.
said, and then they have different events there all the time. So we went and we got like food from a few different places and just kind of like sat it on the table.
So wait, sorry. This is Friday, so we got discussion day.
yeah.
Remember the other, like, is that an appropriate first date in this world?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because
I
we
think-
couldn't go to damn Cheesecake Factory, so why does the food court trump a
I
Cheesecake
love a
Factory?
Cheesecake
So
Factory.
this is dope because you have plenty of options. You can go.
Yeah.
But I mean, so does the food court at the mall. But this one
It's
has
a little
drinks.
more. You drink.
So this one is
bars.
more so social consumption,
Yes.
adult
Yes.
social
Yes.
consumption
Yeah.
than
I would say
consumer
that.
relaxation.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So you go to the bar. It was just really nice. Like good conversation. It was just a really, really nice time, and like what a date should be from beginning to end.
What
and I
kind
like
of chairs they had?
It's regular tables, long tables.
And you sit down.
Yeah, and you sit down communal style with
Okay,
everybody.
okay.
It's a food court.
I'm a food person.
Yeah.
So that sounds spectacular to me. But then again, I'm also a basic dater.
Basic. Well, I mean, they have you can do basics.
Yeah.
It's basic.
Yeah.
It's not.
I thought that, society had me feeling like in order to have a good first date, I had to go to like the top of the hub.
Yeah.
And
No.
like recline.
I mean, my last first date, I went to the Cheesecake Factory.
Not for your first day, top of the hub. You spent a lot of money.
You better give them some
I think what I liked about this first date was like it was something different and it was thoughtful and like
I technically feel like that's what first dates should be.
it should be fun.
Yeah, it should be more of a, if I want to leave, we can.
Yeah.
Like if this is not working out, I don't have to wait for, too much. I already bought my food at the stand.
Yep.
And now I'm throwing it in the trash and I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait for the receipt and sit there in front of you or excuse myself to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think they call them in society pre-dates.
Pre-dates. Well, pre-dates or meetups. Everybody's like, let's meet up for coffee before we go on a date.
Yeah,
and all
I
this
think they
stuff. I'm like,
changed the pre-date to a meetup. And again, fine.
we can meet up if you want to, but I'm gonna eat.
We meet up at a restaurant.
Do the coffee shop have a sandwich? Because listen, it has to be food involved if I'm coming out of my house. But it was just nice. So it was a nice time. And then yesterday was a really, really good day. We went down to Suffolk University. Hot Sauce was a part of a panel with some other wonderful women who were first in all of their genres.
Yes, all of their categories. And it was very insightful and very, very nice. Shout out to Miss Sonia for putting that together. And they had lunch. And then I like food. So it was nice. Chris, nobody cares about who paid because I have never in my life gone on a date with a person into me that has ever suggested or thought in their brain that I would possibly pay for a date.
I don't know what kind of I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't understand. I think the only time that happened is me and my friend went out and he asked me, and he's definitely not anything like that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, so you pay for the drinks and I'll pay for the food and you pay for whatever." And I was like, "No." Even there, but like I don't really find the guys that complain about going half, or that that suggests half. I've never experienced that. Yeah. I wouldn't even. Please.
I mean, even my date that wasn't good. He was. I was like, oh well, like did the. And he was
pump
like,
fake?
What you doing?
So disrespectful.
Like, what do you like? Let a man be a man. And I was like, oh. All right. I was just, the courtesy.
What are you begging? Whose pardon do you need to be begged, Pastor Troy? Because that's I like going out with Pastor Troy. I don't pay for nothing. That's a man right there.
Let me tell you something. Pastor Troy made me feel like a woman the other day. I was like, oh yes.
What's going
on? I
on?
will play violin all the time for this situation. I don't know what's going on over there.
What's happening with you? Okay.
The microphone was caught up in my situation. But yeah, so it was a really nice time. Yesterday was a good day. And the weather was beautiful. And
you're right, Tristan, because at first I was like, I'm gonna be terrible all day. By the time I left it, I have not worn a coat in 2 days.
Whoa.
I still wearing my coat though.
I still go wear a little jacket.
That big coat?
Don't go crazy.
I walked the house with my big coat today. I said, I love that inside.
I know.
Yesterday I left my coat on the porch. That was how hot it was.
Noah left the house this morning with his winter coat. So I was like, let me just take the fur off of it. At least it won't look so winter.
What about you, Rockstone Triz? How was your evening?
I'm good. My evening was all over the place yesterday. And I had to take about 2-3 trips to the airport because when you go to the airport, I didn't know that they changed it where they pick people up. Did y'all know that?
No.
Yes.
Yes,
When
we did.
Last time that we got picked up. It was just chaos.
Yeah.
Where they tell you that at?
See,
I know.
I feel like the Logan Airport is being ran by the Doge Department of Efficiency, which is not efficient.
Child,
Logan,
don't say that 'cause soon they gonna shut down the airport.
every time you go to damn Logan,
Oh my
it is a
goodness.
different change. It is always some trauma and an abuse.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Terrible.
It is. That's not true. That is absolutely true.
So I had to pick my aunt up there, and her phone wasn't working. When I get there, my phone's not working. And then she says, when I see her, what happened? You couldn't wake up, or you couldn't. I was like, what? No.
Pickup is in departures. Pastor Troy says, and I think I think that's true. I think that is true. That pickup,
Yeah.
it
or
is.
it's easier to be in departures now.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs or whatever,
Yeah.
get your stuff, and then go upstairs. I don't know. Everything is changing. Everything is changing.
But other than that, man, I'm happy it's the weekend, and I'm trying to get focused and stay focused. That's it.
Good. I'm happy it's the weekend too. I really am. Oh God, Facebook changed its thing again.
Oh, Facebook. Me too. I had a wonderful day after Suffolk. I went home, did do in this world, and then we had a wonderful staff meeting.
Yes, we did.
Trying to get Spark FM back on. According to y'all, we look good, but that look crazy. So we had to, sit down and do some fixing. But there's a lot of great things in store for Spark Nation and the community and others. Don't forget, on 4/20, April 20th, from 2 to 8, we are having our 5-year anniversary party here, indoor, outdoor. We're going to have music, artists, events, food, drinks, all kind of stuff. So make sure you guys come out to it. We'll post the information and registration link today after the show. So make sure you guys are tuned in to get that link.
Yeah.
And register.
Yeah.
With that said, let's get this party started. It's Friday. Let's have some fun.
You're listening to Spark FM online.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. The all-new Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
This don't ring with a Ryla. Benjamin a ring with a Ryla. Benjamin a ring with a Ryla.
That's the only word I know.
We are here in the building, Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It is Saucy and Friends, and it is F Word Friday.
Yes,
This is the day that we give you everything that you're used to, but a little bit more. We give you the news, and we give you the booze, and all the things.
Yeah.
That's what we do it
Yeah.
to you all the time.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Do it, and do it, and do it well.
Do it and doing it and doing it well.
My question of the day is, what are you guys going to have for lunch? Write it down in the comment section so that I may have some ideas for after the show. Again, question of the day is, what are you guys having for lunch?
It's Friday and it's Lent, so you're not supposed to eat meat. So
Lent.
it sounds to me like some fish and chips.
Yes!
What's Lent?
From Sauce on Boating, because I'm obsessed.
Lent is when the people give up things for some days.
Is it Lent already?
Ain't it? Lent starts on Ash Wednesday.
Oh, it is.
And it goes till when?
Ramadan.
No, I don't think it goes till Ramadan. I don't know.
Ramadan and Lent is not the same
Lent
thing.
is March 5th through Thursday, April 17th. It goes till Easter. Till
to
the
Good
Easter.
Friday.
To Good
And what is
Friday.
it?
When's Good Friday? Next Friday?
No, Good Friday is the 17th of April.
2 Fridays.
No,
from now.
that's
Friday after
Thursday.
next.
Thursday. Good Friday is Thursday the 17th. Lent is the solemn Christian religious observance in the liturgical year in preparation for Easter. It echoes the 40 days that Jesus spent fasting in the desert and enduring temptation by Satan, according to the Bible, the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, before beginning his public ministry. I didn't know that Lent affected Catholic thing. Look at that. Learned something today. So anyways, you're not supposed to eat meat on Fridays when it's Lent.
Okay.
So it's fish and chips. It is.
Okay. Fish now, nice.
And I'm gonna get one to share with
Fish
my
and chips on
family.
a
so
Friday.
No,
I
you can
symbolize-
get what? It's big over there. You get. Don't tell nobody. See, that's the bad thing. It's trying to gatekeep and give you the keys to the city at the same time. It's
Right.
very hard.
It's off.
Very hard. So today is Friday. It is cloudy early with cloudy early with peaks of sunshine.
Peaks of it, huh?
Post. Peaks of sunshine.
Peaks of sunshine.
Cloudy early with peaks of sunshine. Expected late high around 65 degrees. Winds in the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Let me tell you why it's hard for me to read, because I'm reading through the microphone. And I'm not sure why I'm doing that instead of moving my face to the side.
Yes.
It's going to be, again, a high of 65 degrees, low of 42. There's no chance of rain today. So that is all we have going on. That's what it is today. 65 is a good weather.
It is.
It's hoodie weather. It's hoodie and a sweatpants, sneakers and a hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I'm excited because I like good weather.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
It does. It completely
really do.
increases your mood.
And it says peaks of sunshine, but I see the sunshine right now.
It's peaking.
Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show.
Do it, girl.
Massachusetts Governor Healy agreed to cut $3 million for HIV, AIDS, and Hep C. That's awful.
Are they still around? I ain't heard about nobody having AIDS in quite some time.
So well, AIDS definitely not. I don't think that people's HIV is
Manifest
advancing to
anymore.
that stage. And HIV, they've done so much research and gotten to such a good place with HIV and the meds that you can have HIV, take medications, and not be detected. And there's also the development of PrEP, which is something that you take before. And it helps to stave off HIV if you do interact with somebody who does have it. I've seen a lot of people in like these groups that I'm in or whatever. A lot of people, both men and women, have decided to take PrEP, and most of them say that they are taking PrEP because they like to have unprotected sex.
What's PrEP?
PrEP is it's look it up. I don't know what it is, but basically it seems like it's something that, like, if you were to have sex with somebody who has HIV, it will prevent you from getting the HIV from them.
What is
And
PrEP? PrEP. Let me see the commonly asked questions. What is PrEP? PrEP stands for proceed to site.
Pre-cum.
Oh Lord. PrEP stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Prophylaxis, okay.
It's a medication routinely taken before potential exposure to HIV to reduce someone's chances of acquiring it. It is 99% effective at preventing HIV through sex when taken as prescribed. So is this for people who already have been affected with HIV?
No, people who just do not want to have the risk of doing it.
Oh.
But they one person that I saw was like, I enjoy having unprotected sex.
Is it with
So
men?
with men. She
Okay.
was with men.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was at first was just, I think a lot of gay men were taking it.
Yeah.
But now I think everybody's taking it.
And is it before every sex or does it last for
I
a
think
little while?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know how it I don't know
Just
how it works.
PrEP.
I just know that it can help prevent you from getting HIV if you were to have sex with
Sexually
somebody
active adults or adolescents who are HIV negative. This
Yep.
includes men, transgender men, women, pregnant women, transgender women, and non-binary individuals. PrEP is for individuals of any sexual orientation or relationship status, and it should be prescribed. And it should be prescribed to anyone who asks for it. Really?
Yeah. And then so along with that, people who already have HIV, they have medications now that you can take that suppresses the HIV to the point where it can't be detected on test.
Oh.
So, like you said, like
Wow.
you asked earlier.
This is so interesting because when they go into the facts of it too, it's like consistent condom use. So people who don't take it but just use condoms. Condoms are only 70% effective in reducing HIV and only 80% effective at reducing HIV among heterosexual couples.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is PrEP is more effective than condoms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. To prevent
Except
HIV.
To prevent HIV, but
Right.
not like all
Not-
the other things.
Not like
Oh,
all the other ones and pregnancy, which is
pregnancy.
the biggest
Yeah.
STD.
But I
around.
mean, I think that's huge in advancement because HIV, of course, leads to AIDS, which can kill you. But the other things I've heard people say, like, okay, so you're taking that to prevent HIV, but what about all the other things? And they're like, everything else is, whatever.
Oh.
The girl that I was reading about, she's a sex
got all
expert.
the other STDs.
Well, I mean, you take a pill.
And then you
PrEP,
stop
PrEP
at
doesn't stop all the other STDs.
no,
No, it
it's
doesn't.
only for
It
the
doesn't.
It's only
It
for
doesn't.
the,
But this girl was just like, the other ones, I'll deal with them, but this one could kill me.
yeah.
So,
okay.
So anyhow, some of Beacon Hill have been squawking recently about the federal funds might be cut by President Trump's new Department of Government Efficiency under Elon Musk. A Boston.com headline blurted the bad news. Trump administration abruptly cuts billions from state health services. The story explains the Department of Health and Human Services has abruptly canceled more than $12 billion in federal grants that were being used for tracking infectious diseases, mental health services, addiction treatment, and other urgent health issues. Boston.com proclaims the cuts are likely to further hamstring state health departments. Massachusetts Governor Healey issued a statement threatening action. We will continue to assess the full impacts and are in touch with the Attorney General's office and the 49 other states facing similar challenges, she said. If you spend a few minutes researching this, you'll discover that the grants were issued during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Associated Press quoted a statement from HHS spokesman Andrew Nixon on why the grants are being discontinued. The COVID-19 pandemic is over, and HHS will no longer waste billions of taxpayer dollars responding to a non-existent pandemic that Americans moved on from years ago. Healey's protest may seem odd since she signed the budget approved by Massachusetts legislator that is responsible for significant healthcare funding reductions for this fiscal year. State House News Service reported that $3 million in public funds was cut from fiscal year 2025 budget for HIV, AIDS, and hepatitis C testing and prevention. Budget writers decreased the line item that funds testing, prevention, and treatment for a range of infectious diseases, including for HIV, AIDS, hepatitis C, sexually transmitted infections, monkeypox, and COVID-19 from $35 million in fiscal 2024 to $32 million in fiscal 2025. The cuts also impact HIV, AIDS, hepatitis C programs in county jails and the syringe service program. Advocates were on Beacon Hill on Thursday, knocking on doors and asking legislators and staff to restore the funding in the unfolding budget cycle, according to the SNHS. There has been no word as to whether the appeal was effective. So what do y'all think about that? Why would you, I mean, it is a huge difference, right? $3 million. Mm-hmm. We still have $32 million to do the research and the things like that. So
I mean, I think that the headline makes it seem a little bit more than it is.
yeah, and that's what the headlines do, right?
So and a cut that still is not that significant.
Yeah, and I guess we're not that bad in the place where HIV used to be. So
Right,
I guess it's not that bad. Right?
But like, well, yeah. So like the conversation that we had prior to the story, but doesn't that affect people being able to get those medicines and things like that? This budget cut, does it affect it a lot? I don't know. If I had $35 million and I lost $3 million, I would still be
bad.
I would still be all right, that sucks, but I think I'm okay. But I mean, I don't know. So anyhow, that was that story. Well, we'll see about that. That'll develop, and we'll see. Former Boston police commander sues over demotion after his appointment to State Police Review Board. So Eddie Crispin, I've heard that name before.
So this is the black guy that's suing Michael Cox?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's suing Michael Cox for read this. Is there a video for this? Because I was very confused when I was reading it yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know what this is. Let's go back a little bit. So this is my guy.
Eddie Crispin, who has been, you found the thing?
No.
Who has been a deputy police, Boston police superintendent, today sued police commissioner Michael Cox, charging his demotion to sergeant after he was appointed as a member of the State Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission last year, violated both his free speech and due process.
I have the post from last year. Do you want to play that?
So
when he was demoted.
Yes,
But he was appointed to another position. So go ahead.
Go
Yes,
to,
please.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go back.
Yeah, go back.
Let's go back.
Go back in time. All right, here we go.
Commissioners. The Post Commission blames the Boston Police Department for demoting a top cop just weeks after that officer was appointed to the commission. NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield is in Boston with the full details.
The Boston Police Department has demoted a member of its command staff. Eddie Crispin will no longer be a part of top leadership. He was recently appointed to the state's Post Commission, which is responsible for police reform. The Post Commission says Crispin was demoted out of a perceived conflict of interest.
This is a fabricated conflict.
Retired Boston Police Detective Larry Ellison, who served for over 3 years on the Post Commission, says Crispin could easily have served in both roles.
I think it's unfortunate that, someone of his character and his moral was put in a position where he had to choose. This was not necessary. It's a huge loss in that leadership in the department.
The Post Commission is an independent police oversight body. In a statement, the commission said, "We are deeply disappointed to learn that Eddie Crispin was demoted. We see no legitimate reason why Commissioner Crispin's appointment to the Post Commission should result in his demotion." Crispin was demoted from deputy superintendent to sergeant detective, according to the commission.
We've spoken, and he's disappointed, and who would not be under these circumstances when you haven't done anything wrong.
A source who works at the city of Boston tells NBC 10's Glenn Jones police leadership gave Crispin an ultimatum: either resign from the Post Commission or take a demotion. On principle, Crispin would not step down, the source said. Meantime, the commission is urging Boston police to reverse its decision and reinstate Crispin and deal with the conflicts of interest that may arise, including commissioners recusing themselves from certain matters.
Something came up that I couldn't deal with. I recused myself.
The Boston Police Department has not returned our request for comment. In Boston, Michael Rosenfield, NBC 10 Boston.
I don't know what it is.
So I guess he's suing for his title. So is that what that's what the suing? This is the backstory. So I guess he's suing because he lost his higher ranking title,
Okay.
and that's it.
Oh. But he was appointed to something else.
He was whatever he was, and then they put him on this commission, and then they realized that it was a conflict of interest. So they were like, you can resign or you have to be demoted so that you can stay. I don't know if you can stay on both or whatever.
Well,
but
yeah, that's what this guy was saying, that he should have been able to serve on both. But here's the thing for me: they demoted him to put. Why couldn't they take him off the commission and give him back his position?
That's what I'm
that he
saying.
had?
Like once you demoted him.
So that's why he's suing Commissioner Cox now. He said he's charging his demotion to sergeant after he was appointed a member of the State Police Officer Standards and Training Commission last year, violated his free speech and due process rights. Massachusetts Attorney General and former Boston City Councilor Andrea Campbell appointed Crispin, a 25-year resident of BPD, to the commission last year. The commission oversees certification of police officers in the state and has the power to bar people from law enforcement if they are deemed unfit. In his suit filed this morning in U.S. District Court in Boston, Crispin says that not long after his appointment, Cox told him he had to quit the commission or be demoted. Crispin, also a former president of the Massachusetts Association of Minority Law Enforcement Officers, alleges Cox told him it was a conflict of interest for him to serve as both deputy superintendent and a member of the commission that can determine whether an officer is fit for duty. Crispin says Campbell said it was not. When Crispin refused to quit, he says Cox demoted him to sergeant detective. Okay. Crispin is seeking a court order to require Cox to reinstate him to his previous command position and pay him lost wages and punitive damages.
Hey, yo, chemistry.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
I mean, very interesting.
Yeah.
We'll follow that story because I still don't really know what's happened. Like even after our
So
critical
basically,
thinking.
the commission that he was appointed to is a commission that can judge other police officers.
Oh, and if he's still
You can't
the leader of the police officers,
Right.
then you can't be on the same thing.
Right, so that's what Michael Cox was saying.
Yeah.
But they're saying that he should have been able to do both. It shouldn't have been a conflict of interest.
What do you guys think?
It sounds to me like it was a conflict of interest.
So that's on immediate hearing.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds to me. But the fact that he has a right to sue means that there's something else that happened somewhere else that got mixed up.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a price. If it's due to if you demote me and I get a pay cut too, I'm
Yeah.
suing.
Yeah.
I don't care what it's for.
Oh, absolutely.
Conflict or not. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Just reinstate me back to where I was before because I need to make the same money.
Give me my money.
Now.
No. Give me my money.
He is going to get his position and money. Others have done both with no issues.
Oh.
See, like, so why are they saying now that it's a conflict of issues? Do the Crispin and Cox got an issue with each other?
They got beef.
They got beef?
They got beef.
Because that's what I want. I want to know where the beef is at.
Yeah. What it is.
Who's wrong here? Because I want to be on the right side.
Me too. Me too. And I need somebody to explain it to me. Like, draw me a diagram.
Because I want to be on there. I like that.
You see? I want to be on the right side. I don't want to be
Exactly.
out here just making things up as I
and
go
just-
along.
Right. Exactly. right. Tough student detained by ICE releases statement while lawyers argue jurisdiction. So Rumeysa Ozturk, and I would have never known how to pronounce her name if I hadn't heard it so much. A Turkish PhD student at Tufts University was arrested by plainclothes officers agents on a Somerville sidewalk last week. As her lawyers made their arguments in court on Thursday, Rumeysa Ozturk, the Tufts University student detained by ICE agents, made her first public statement addressing her op-ed that made her a target of the Trump administration. Ozturk, who is represented in part by the American Civil Liberties Union, was detained by ICE agents outside an off-campus apartment building in Somerville last Tuesday night. Ozturk, a former Fulbright scholar pursuing her PhD in the university's Child Study and Human Development program, was leaving her apartment to break her Ramadan fast. I am children and youth, Ozturk said in a statement dictated to her attorney.
Oh.
We know that injustice in the world and systemic brutality towards people of color has long-lasting negative effects on children, youth, and other communities. My life is committed to choosing peaceful and inclusive ways to meet the needs of children. I believe the world is a more beautiful and peaceful place when we listen to each other and allow different perspectives to be in the room. Her lawyer said Ozturk, a Turkish national, was maintaining valid F1 status while at Tufts. The Trump administration has said it revoked her visa for allegedly supporting Hamas, although it has not publicized any evidence to support that claim.
And friends all showed up to support her. A demonstration outside federal court by supporters of Rumeysa Ozturk, the Tufts University international student, was taken by plainclothed and masked ICE agents off of Somerville Street last Wednesday. Her attorney read the first public statement from Ozturk herself since the arrest.
I believe the world is a more beautiful and peaceful place when we listen to each other and allow different perspectives to be in the room.
The Tufts graduate student is from Turkey. She was here in the U.S. on a student visa the State Department revoked. Homeland Security claims she was supporting Hamas, but has not provided any evidence or documented those accusations. Ozturk co-authored an op-ed in the Tufts student newspaper last year about her pro-Palestine views.
More than a week after her arrest, it is clear that the only reason the government arrested and detained her was because of a single op-ed that she co-authored.
Ozturk is now detained in Louisiana. When she was grabbed by ICE, they brought her to New Hampshire, Vermont, and then flew south, despite a court order that she remain in Massachusetts. And for at least 24 hours after her arrest, her attorneys and even the government's lawyers did not know her location.
There was a deliberate effort to take her out of Massachusetts, hide her location, and not let anybody know where she was until she was in Louisiana.
Now, attorneys for ICE say they moved her out of Massachusetts and out of New England because there were no available beds, no space for her in detention centers here in this region. Now the federal government is arguing that the entire case should be moved to Louisiana. Live in at the federal courthouse, Sarah Conji,
and I was getting
WCVB News Center 5.
angry because I just feel like this administration is just so dirty in everything that they do. And then just kind of reading more on like this deportation, I you know, like doing some research and finding out, or you know, figuring out that Obama and Biden both had record-setting immigration and deportations.
Right.
Like, I didn't even know that they called Obama, what do they call him? Oh, something like Deportama or something like. I'm making that up, but they like he had a name like Deport King or something like that because of whatever. I don't remember.
We never heard about it.
I never remember hearing about it in this way when people are going to empty their trash cans and being picked up by ICE and just being shipped off somewhere.
And then there's court orders that are
stopping them.
Right.
But that's why they're not listening to them.
They
What
used to
they're
call
doing.
him Deporter in Chief.
Yes. What they're not doing any type of paperwork, any type of due process or anything. So what they're doing is getting these people in immediately and sending them somewhere and then saying there's nothing that we can do about it because they've already somewhere else. That's like the young man who
the hairdresser.
The hairdresser guy. He went, they picked him up, tagged him to the El Salvador prison, and now they're saying that America can't do nothing about it because he's already over there and they don't have any jurisdiction in whatever there.
And the little man is like, oopsie.
Nope. And then
Salvador man.
And then Deport Barbie, the what is her name? Carolyn with her no lip Carolyn.
Yep.
She's sitting there, so he is a criminal. What is the evidence that you have that he is a criminal? And he just because you say he's a criminal, he's a criminal? Just because you said it?
I don't know.
I decided yesterday that they all need to be invited to the red wedding.
Right. And then, this is the thing. Stop watching shows could happen to these people. Because I was watching Robert De Niro has a show on Netflix and it's called
I tried to show.
You didn't watch it?
I know, but I saw.
It's
Keke
so
Palmer
good.
movie yesterday.
It's so good. Not the De Niro movie, but it's a show and he plays a former U.S. president. And this they hack the system and they cause like massive destruction across the United States. And he's trying to like figure out he gets appointed by the current president, who is Angela Bassett. Zero day. So Angela Bassett, who is the president of the United States, the black woman, she appoints him as like this special agent to oversee this task force to figure out what happened in this situation. And in that, they just be killing off people that they don't need.
This is the one they said it wasn't no good.
No. This is not the one that they said. The one that they said no good is a movie where he plays a double role. It's called something Street or whatever. This is actually a really good show. People should watch it. But in this, they be killing off they just be killing off people that they don't need in DC. And why is that not true? I'm just saying. I just want to. It's just a question. I'm not wishing death on anybody, but I'm just saying there's a way. There. It makes it appear that there are ways to get rid of people that you don't.
I'm just saying nobody's thinking creatively.
Right. Right. And there's so much freedom of speech in things. So I don't understand. A grandmother allegedly stole a pickup truck and led police on a chase through Foxborough with her grandchildren in the car.
You might.
My mother would have to get beaten because don't you go on no wild chase with my child.
With my children.
That's where we draw the line, boo.
A 55-year-old grandmother is facing potential charges for allegedly stealing a pickup truck in Norton and leading police on a chase through Foxborough with her 6-year-old grandson in the truck. He must have been having a good time.
Good time.
He must have been like, fly, grandma, fly. Officers in Foxborough were attempting to stop her white Ford F-150 that was reported stolen out of Norton when she fled, prompting a 40-minute-long chase, according to the Foxborough Police Department. The real-life drama finished in the parking lot at the Foxborough Health Building, where police say they cornered the woman. At some point, they popped her tires, and it was a dead end. She was trying to back out and slammed into the wall. Damn, said Juan Vasco, who saw the end of the chase. Police say it all began in the nearby town of Norton when the grandmother stole a pickup truck right in front of its owner, a Wellesley firefighter.
How old was his grandma?
55.
Just 55?
Just only 55.
Oh,
the owner of the pickup truck, who Boston News spoke with off camera, says he was trying to buy a bagel when he saw a woman get into his unlocked pickup truck. He said he struggled to get her out of his pickup, but she took off with his cell phone still inside the truck. Police used the cell phone signal to locate the pickup at Patriot Place on Route 1 in Foxborough. When police approached the pickup, they saw the child inside, but the driver took off again with police right behind them. Police followed the truck through the center of Foxborough and even into the Foxborough police station parking lot. Ultimately, stop sticks were deployed. The pickup truck's tires were flattened, and still the woman refused to stop. Finally, she was boxed in behind the health center, Foxborough Police Chief Michael Gray said. She still would not get out of the pickup truck. Still sitting in the car, shifting the car, trying to drive away. The officers closed in on the car. Doors were all locked, couldn't get into the car, ended up having to smash the windows. The number one priority was to remove the child, the police officer said. He also said that during the pursuit, the woman struck 3 Foxborough police cruisers, causing damage. Video captured by Boston 25 News reporter, photographers showed state and local police searching the truck after the crash. I saw her coming out of the car, kicking and screaming with cops putting up a fight. She was fighting the firefighters. She was a wild one, huh?
Yeah, she's got to be put down.
Dang, look at the pictures of
Probably bath salts.
Bath salts. The driver, who hasn't been identified, and the child were taken to the local hospital for precautionary reasons. There was a little boy who was taken out of the cruiser and brought to an ambulance so that they could check him out. The 55-year-old grandmother is expected to face several charges and could be arraigned in Rentham District Court as early as Friday. There were no injuries reported, and an investigation is ongoing. She was definitely on
bath salts.
Bath salts.
Yeah.
A cocktail of bath salts and fentanyl.
Fentanyl,
because she was wild. 14 drivers arrested for OUI during sobriety checkpoint by Massachusetts State Police last week. So last week we talked about how they were going to be.
Oh, wasn't last week the green holiday?
Nope.
That was like 2 weeks ago now.
No,
Why can't I remember what that is?
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, like, the green one. What is wrong with me?
So we warned people last week about this sobriety checkpoint that was happening, and I guess they didn't listen to us because they were made 14 arrests. In Chicopee, State Police conducted 2 sobriety checkpoints last weekend, including in Hampton County, to help prevent the under the influence driving. During these checkpoints, 14 drivers were arrested and charged with operating under the influence. 3 were arrested for other criminal offenses. 12 people were issued criminal summonses. 79 tickets were issued for speeding, 18 seatbelt violations, 6 cell phone violations, and several firearms were recovered from a driver during an OUI.
They was having a good time.
Man, look at the firearms that they recovered from one person. Do you see that? Where he was going?
Going to the war.
He was mind right, ready for war. That's crazy. So all of that happened out there at the checkpoints. Bouncers can't just jump on people and beat them up. The board concludes. Well, duh. Did the board need to conclude that, or was that something that was in question?
No.
That's
what makes me mad. The inefficiency of news reporting.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Pretty duh.
Bouncers at the point, 147 Hanover Street downtown, were way out of line when they attacked some agitated guys who tried to get in with some pub crawl wristbands after the bar's participation in the crawl had ended, Boston Licensing Board members concluded today. The board voted for a 1-day suspension of the bar's liquor license as punishment, but because Point managers provided video of the incident and fired the bouncers involved on October 31st incident, the board then also voted to hold the punishment in abeyance for 6 months to give the bar a chance to prove it can stay out of further trouble. According to testimony by police at the hearing on Tuesday, 3 guys on a Halloween-themed pub crawl tried to enter the Point's main entrance on Hanover shortly after 10:30 p.m. by flashing wristbands from a pub crawl they were on, one that included the Point. When the bouncer told them the bar's participation in the Eventbrite crawl had ended at 9 and that the bar was now limited to members of a private party, the 4 grew incensed, then went around the corner to try to get in through the bar's side entrance on Marshall Street. The bouncer, wearing a Celtics jersey, instead of something identifying him as a bouncer because it was a Halloweenish kind of night, grew incensed himself. Was incensed the word being used?
Yes, what is that?
Incensed himself, and a fight broke out. The bar says one of the men
very angry, enraged.
Oh, I am incensed. Because you aggressed me. I am incensed. Yes. The bar says one of the men put his hands around the bouncer's neck. Then the bouncer tore one of the men's glasses off, and 3 other bouncers came over and began attacking not just the now glassless man, but the other 2 as well.
This
They're now
is
glassless men.
This reads like a dramatization.
Yes.
Like I like it.
Yes,
I'm
like
intrigued.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the men had his white wig ripped off.
Oh, was not
The
his
men
white
were
wig.
attacked, pushed, and punched by other staff, a police officer said, adding one ended with a bloody lip, another with red abrasions on his forehead from being shoved to the ground, and one wound up with a chipped tooth. At Tuesday's hearing, the point said the bouncers were fired. This shouldn't have happened, and they're embarrassed by it, bar attorney Michael Ford said, adding the bar is retraining its staff in de-escalation techniques. They will not be in the front of the board for an incident like this ever again. At Tuesday's voting session, board chairman Kathleen Joyce praised the bar for submitting what she called disturbing video of the incident, which she said showed 4 staff members ganging up on some individuals. She added, this was a pretty egregious fight, employees attacking these patrons. And so on and so on and da-da-da-da-da. Anyhow, they ain't going to do it again.
They sorry.
They sorry and they got fired. Woman tried to steal from a Boston pizza shop, then assaulted the owner. Well, gosh, what's happening? Everybody's behaving
What's
so
it?
badly.
Apple's House of Pizza?
No, it should have been, but no, this is another one close
Attacked
to the
him.
area. Which one's the pizza stop on Harrison Ave? That's my little man with the good pizza over there on Harrison Ave.
That's the place.
I love it.
I'd never seen that before in my life.
We went there to get
That's a
pizza
little
for
pizza
Noah one
place right
time.
there.
Remember when we had Sparkle in the car and we went to the pizza place, to the pita place, and we stopped to get pizza for Noah before we went to the pita place?
Yes.
This that place.
It used to be across the street from CBS.
Yes.
Oh,
It is.
Liquor
It's
store.
still there.
Whatever that
It's
place
still
is.
there.
It's a liquor store too.
I don't forget.
No,
what
isn't
is
a
it now?
Chinese food place right there by it? It's a little corner.
What's the place across the street where it's a liquor store still?
It's a building. Hanging by his drawers.
Yes, it was.
That one.
Yes, it was.
A woman tried to steal chips from a Boston pizza shop, then assaulted the owner when she was asked to leave. And that owner is my friend. At about 5:30 p.m. Tuesday, April 1st, police received a call from Pizza Stop at 851 Harrison Ave. The owner told officers that the woman, later identified as Nina Benoit, 33 of Quincy, had been causing a disturbance in the store and not purchasing anything. After being asked multiple times to leave, the owner told police Benoit tried to steal multiple bags of chips from the front counter. They sell everything in there. They got Now-Laters, they got chips, they got little chocolates, they got all kind of blow pop, all kind of thing. According to the district attorney's office, the owner then confronted Benoit, and she pulled out a silver multi-tool knife and waved it at the owner, who received a cut about 4 to 6 inches long on his right forearm. She pulled out a Swiss Army knife on him. Benoit, who was sitting outside when police arrived, told officers she was defending herself because someone in the store was choking her.
Who was choking you, ma'am? They was giving you pizza.
Multiple witnesses backed up the owner's story.
Wait, where'd she get the knife? She brought it with her?
Yes.
She just walk around wielding a small machete?
She had a Swiss Army knife. It
Oh,
was
it's
a
just
Swiss
Swiss
Army
Army.
knife.
Oh, I thought it was a small machete.
The owner was treated by emergency medical staff at the scene. It is always frightening to see a disturbance or altercation escalate to a rise in violence, Kevin Hayden said. He's the district attorney, of course. Everyone deserves to feel safe in their workplaces, and our business owners and their customers should be able to go about their daily lives without encountering dangerous situations. Benoit was charged with armed robbery and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. She was arraigned Wednesday, ordered held on $2,500 bail, and told to stay away from the restaurant. She will return to court on April 17th. Yes, good.
Good,
She was
stay away.
convicted
She
in
should be-
2017 of
she
assault
should
and
be
battery with a dangerous weapon,
banned.
and 2018 of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing serious bodily injury, and served prison time for both convictions. Don't lock her up.
In the
Lock
face.
her up and don't let her out. Never let her out again. Come watch Boston take a quack at the city's first duck boat pull. What is that?
I'm not pulling no duck boat.
I'm not pulling a duck boat. The competition helps support the Boston Parks and Recreation Department free youth sport and fitness
If it was a
programs.
plane,
You want to pull a plane?
being pulled by a Ford, then I would do that.
Oh, next weekend, teams of 10 will compete to see who can pull a 2,100-pound duck boat across the Boston Common the fastest. If they want to win, they better not wing it. Boston is hosting the first annual duck boat pull on April 12th at the Boston Common. I'm going to take my son to see that to benefit free youth sports and fitness programs, according to the Parks and Recreation Department. In partnership with Boston Duck Tours, the fundraiser challenges teams of 10 participants ages 16 and up to pull a duck boat across a designated course on the Boston Common. This first of its kind event is a great opportunity for community to come together and participation in a competition that's so uniquely Boston. We're grateful to our amazing Parks and Recreation Department team and partners for constantly innovating and creating family-friendly, engaging activities for our residents, says Mayor Wu at the announcement. That is awesome to help support Boston's youth free youth sports program. Each team is required to make a $1,000 donation to compete. The program includes leagues, tournaments, and fitness initiatives that helped more than 20,000 young people in Boston stay active in 2024. The city wrote in the announcement, and
it's interesting she's so involved with youth sports.
Yeah,
I mean, it has been identified as one of the, one of the most effective ways to get children, involved, working with a team.
Yeah.
There's so many great benefits. I'm wondering if that was, if that was her idea I think it's a good initiative.
She's a mom. There's a little picture there of what it will look like. A handout illustration shows the duck boat pull event. Not only will participants have a blast competing in this unforgettable experience, but every pull directly supports vital youth sports programs that keep our kids healthy, active, and engaged in communities, says the interim Parks and Recreation Commissioner, Liza Meyer. That should be fun.
That should be fun. I'm
I'd like
not
to
going
see
to do it, but
it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and I think the children would enjoy seeing that. I wouldn't mind that. And if it's a nice day, it's a nice activity.
I've
to
still
do.
never been on a duck boat.
What? You gotta go. I've been once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Oh, wow.
I've been on the duck boats twice. My job took us one time, and we went as a family trip on a Father's Day. We went one time, right?
Yep, we did.
That was nice. Bright future awaits Blackpool Hotels, Royal Carlton, Royal Boston, and Royal Alexandra after sales completed. What they sell all these hotels? They sold all these hotels.
Old hotels.
Blackpool Promotions has revealed they have successfully concluded.
What they gonna do with them?
I know. Sales of 3 of their properties in the resort.
So I know that Alexandra is that hotel that's on Mass Ave that used to be the hair store.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so that's one of them.
What they gonna do with it?
I don't know.
In a statement given to the Blackpool Gazette, John Westhead, operations director for Blackpool Promotions, said the Royal Carlton has been sold to private investors, and there are some exciting plans for this property that the new owners will hopefully share soon. The Royal Boston and the Royal Alexandra hotels will become part of the Compass Hospitality family of hotels. Compass, a large operator with over 25 hotels in the UK and other number of hotels worldwide. Oh, so they're going to turn it into a hotel. That's nice.
Nice.
I'm glad. I really get excited when I hear about hotels versus,
Apartment buildings.
luxury resident spaces.
The Royal. Okay, so let me tell you something. All of what I said is a lie because all of these places are in England. And how did that story end up in there?
I'm Googling it and I'm like, is this Boston?
No.
Where's this place at?
They are all in Blackpool, England.
Oh,
Blackpool, England.
Who put this here?
it wasn't me. I want to go to Blackpool, in England, and stay in the hotel.
I don't want to go to Blackpool.
I don't want to go to Blackpool, England. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go. I'm not going. So anyhow, that's the Boston news.
Oh.
Local
Nice
news.
wrap up.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's all.
Bye.
Up next, we have a Boston-based artist, very popular, been out here grinding for a long, long time. And we want to make sure that we are highlighting and amplifying our Boston-based artists that have been in here doing the work, never let up, and just continue to make strides. We'll be talking to Exit Fame when we come back from the commercial break. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Yeah.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor?
This is
The Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
all right. Let's take a look. Boston, Moonbox Productions proudly presents Crowns, a powerful and jubilant musical mixing gospel, jazz, and a little bit of hip-hop. Hats take center stage with an uplifting story exploring black history, identity, and the power of sisterhood through the eyes of a young black woman. It's a celebration of self-expression, tradition, and of course, fabulous hats. Get ready to clap your hands and tap your feet because these ladies have serious attitude. Don't miss Crowns. Opening April 11th through May 4th at the Arrow Street Arts in Cambridge. Tickets are just $55 at arrowstreetarts.org. And for flexible pricing, check out Pay What You Wish option at the box office. Crowns. April 11th through May 4th. Come for the hats, stay for the celebration.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex.
Remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the number one place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's The Avenue.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at SparkFMOnline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for winning. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop,
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B,
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats, and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Reason for the being a better place now, but I just know that we have survived our worst days.
You've been always by my side. Through the storm and through the rain, that's when I found my way. I seen you performing miracles. You shine your light on me. Your words I'm free. Your promise, your promise, your promise. You kept your promise.
They say save your money for a rainy day. The drugs stop working. Tell me what takes the pain away. I've really been through it. I swear I've been through it all. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Tell me who can you call when you're in the dark times? Who can be the flashlight? If I got it, then you got it. You ain't gotta ask twice. Dealing with a heartbreak or leaving a funeral. But when the rain hits the dirt, the flower is beautiful.
You've been always by my side. Through the storm and through the rain, that's when I found my way. I seen you performing miracles. You shine your light on me. In your words I'm free. That's your promise, your promise, your promise. You kept your promise.
They say God don't give you nothing you can't handle. I was rock bottom broke, sitting in the bando. Like where I'm gonna go, I was at a crossroads. Yeah, I came a long way. Now I'm on a lock show, but I still got problems. But the problems could be worse. Like do you help out with the bills, or do you put the dream first? Are you gonna see your kids, or will you sacrifice it? Voice on the phone.
FM online. I don't know what's wrong with my microphone today. Let me do some little technical difficulties real quick. Let me just unplug it.
Wrench around and wrench around.
Spark FM on Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building here on Saucy and Friends in the morning. And like I said, we're bringing you a Boston-based superstar. He goes by the name of Exit Fame. Yes, most of you guys have probably heard him a couple of times, many times, that have been following his journey throughout the years. One of our most consistent artists out here. So we just wanted to put our hands together and welcome to Spark FM, Exit Fame.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh,
what I do. So Exit. Do we call you Exit or Fame?
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Exit, because I like that.
All right.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about your journey. You've been out here hustling for a long time.
Yeah.
You've gone through everything. So tell us your story.
Right now, the story, thank God it's not ended. Praise God for that. And for a lot of people, my story of Exit Fame starts like 5 years ago. Most people look at me for the using the drugs, getting his life together, working in the community. But the story started a long time ago, and I was an artist of the name Fame Flint. And I had a lot of experience. I was around Millie's before Millie's was Millie's. When Last Days was running around, Smoke Bolger was and Lou Armstrong was just putting fires up through the city, you know, and in those days. And I had that experience, and I went through some traumatic stuff. My father passing, and unfortunately, I handled those circumstances the wrong way and went down a bad path, went down a dark road. And I like to say I was in hell for about 8 to 9 years, man, using all types of drugs under the sun, man, back and forth in jails. Mm-hmm. Shout out the courts. They know me by first name. They know my mama.
How you doing?
And I hate saying I'm working on my speech, so yeah.
No, it's fine. I say too.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
But I went through that process, and thank God to recovery and the centers for people to rehabilitate themselves and sectioning and all the types of stuff my family was doing, and people were there in my corner, and I found myself in detox. I found myself in holdings. I'm giving you the short. I'm giving you the short version of a very long story.
We might have to have a little podcast episode after this. Sit down, get down.
And I reinvented myself, and that's where Exit Fame. I found myself at, and I was looking at artists that was around doing the stuff that I was doing years ago, and seeing where they were at, and the inspiration was overwhelming for me, and I recreated myself as Exit Fame, and that's why the name was there, Exit Fame, just to remind me to always be Eric and be myself and don't worry about that. And that's a hard balance, but that's why the name's there, to constantly remind me. And
how long have you been sober?
God willing, August, I'll have 6 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
congrats. That's a big deal,
Yeah.
because I know just from reading and researching and just knowing about people's stories, like that is a daily... It's a daily struggle. Daily struggle. Like, it's something that you have to make a choice about every single day, because especially in this day and age, when everything is happening, it can get very, very mentally overwhelming. So, you know, congratulations to you for your sobriety. That's big. How has that turnaround been? What has it been for you since you kind of turn your life around and started focusing on things that will help to elevate you? What was that process like?
I don't want to say thank God for it, but COVID played a big part. The pandemic.
You can say that. I want you.
No, because there's people that lost people during that time.
But at the same, and that's I think COVID was a blessing and a curse for a lot of different people.
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Like, it was a blessing to me because it gave me time to sit my ass down.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead.
But for me, because what was those essential workers?
Yeah.
I was an essential worker.
Okay,
so I worked for FedEx, so I had to be out. So. I was like, there's nothing really wrong out here, but I used that time and I used that funding to create Exit Fame.
Yeah.
And I ran with it. And unfortunately, for being an independent artist, maybe more than 50% of it is investing in yourself.
Yeah.
And the funding was there.
That's what COVID gave us some money.
Yeah. And I went crazy with it, man. And going into the next years, 2021, 22, 23, I would say 23, like 20, the end of 22 to 23, I think people started taking it a little more serious. Like, oh, but my addiction to the cocaine or dope or the alcohol or whatever, it kind of like reinvented, it kind of manifested itself into this dream of mine and seeing the successes of it. And I just been after it, and I haven't stopped. I haven't taken a day, maybe like a couple hours for sleep or being with family, but I haven't took my foot off the pedal since.
That's amazing.
You know,
what inspires your actual music? Like, what kind of, besides life struggles and whatever, like what kind of music do you feel like you're putting out?
That was the beauty of last year for me. A lot of artists don't even realize when you're in this stage, like they say it takes like 5 to 10 years to start a business. We are a business. Mm-hmm. In these years, we be thinking we got it going, but this is just called artist development stages.
Yeah.
And I think finally, when you listen to my new project, I found my sound, my audience, who I'm supposed to like.
Your target market.
Target market, who, because you listen. I got 11 projects as Exit Fame in this time frame, and I'm all over the place when you listen to those projects. But I'm finding my pocket where I belong now.
I love that.
But what a blessing to be able to do that.
I hope I answered that question correct.
No, you did. You absolutely did. Yeah.
I want to know.
What a blessing that is to be able to do that with like a clear head. You know what I mean? Just completely clear headed. And just like this morning we were talking about like artist development and how so many artists don't actually take the time to do that and they just feel like, oh, I have an Instagram page and so whatever. But for you to take the time to really like develop yourself, market yourself, that's amazing. Good for you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what also helped you to find yourself? Is it working with a certain amount of people?
Failures.
That's real.
Failures, like.
I learned something.
You know how they say act your age?
Yeah.
You gotta rap your age too.
Okay.
You know
what? I like that.
You gotta rap your age.
You do have to rap your
Like
age.
I found myself doing shows with like 20-year-olds and stuff like, and then I'm trying to make music that sounds like this and sounds like what's gonna be appealing. And thank God for my kids. That's cringe.
Yo, be your own fam that will humble you, okay?
Yeah. And it's cringe, and it's like, and I don't want to be that person. So, understanding that, and you see the love from certain people, and you can just see where the larger ratio is coming from. You can see where the majority is coming from and what they want from you. You're on the streets. I'm in recovery. I work in the recovery.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I work in the recovery.
Yeah.
What they want from you. You know what I mean? They don't talk about none of that other stuff. Like, all right, that's cool, but this is what we want from you. And I don't think that God allowed me to go through everything I went through just to, just rap about anything. You're here to send a message and show what he can do with somebody like you that came from those exact circumstances. So
how has your audience received it? Like, are you seeing the buzz? Are you seeing the work paying off?
I'm really gonna see it this year because I've done a lot of shows, but technically this year will be my first hip hop event. Shout out Leeds Entertainment and
shout out to Leeds.
Yeah, and people like Terminology, and we got some stuff going on. And I'm gonna see what I bring out. We did my first event. We did the first annual Never Go Back picnic last year. Shout out Gavin, Divine Recovery Center.
Yep, that was good.
That was dope. That was dope. And we was right next to the project, so we ended up feeding like over 600 people.
Wow.
And but that was like the recovery, and I was celebrating 5 years sober. So I want to see what my music brings out now with my first real hip hop event. So.
That's gonna be exciting. It's always, frightening and exciting, and at the same time, how will they take my new music? How am I gonna do? So that must be exciting, stressful. All of the things that come. But this is what you guys signed up for as artists.
Right.
Is this attention?
I think most artists don't you get excited about being the artist, and you want the accolades, you want the love, and people get scared of the investment part.
Yeah, they do.
Once you start talking about this is going to cost that, either you're too arrogant or you feel entitled and that you think that this should be free for you, or you don't have the funding in your circumstances of life. And I feel for those artists that are taking care of their kids, but at the same time pursuing their dream, I have a support network that makes this possible for me. you know, and Exit Fame doesn't exist without them.
What is the title of this new project?
Kill Judas.
Kill Judas.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
So the Kill Judas, it's not just like obviously, you know, I'm a Christian, and it's a biblical reference, and if you're familiar with the Bible, Judas was the character that betrayed Jesus to, you know what I mean, to ultimately give us to the greater point of dying for our sins. But when I say kill Judas, that betrayal, because Jesus actually knew what Judas was gonna do, and he still allowed it to happen. But when I mean kill Judas, is just that it's kind of just a symbol and an analogy for betrayal, disloyalty, not being real. Let's kill that culture, because in a day in this day and time with social media, we don't know who to trust. We don't know what to believe, what's real, what's fake. People around us and in this industry, either you're an opportunist or you're a person just trying to come up, or you don't have pure intentions.
Well, you came here to preach.
Yeah,
right?
so it's like, but no, so I'm always prepared, because be like, kill Judas, and it sounds aggressive. It sounds like, nah, but that's not what it is. Let's kill like, that culture.
I'm looking at the titles. It seems like redemption.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, in this process, not even just being an artist, being an entrepreneur, you guys creating this, what have you gone are not here anymore? Anybody can relate to that. You know what I mean?
Was that a joke? Was that a joke?
Oh, you coming at us?
No. But
like,
I've went through ciphers of people in the last 5 years. I've been through some heavy stuff, and you put your trust into people and this and that, and someone else isn't. You know, and kill Judas. Let's get back to being real. Let's get back to being authentic. Let's get back to just. If you ain't happy and you're not feeling somebody, you can just speak that directly to somebody. Right. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta like unfollow somebody, unblock somebody, or try because things didn't work out with y'all. Now you shading this person behind their back to someone, because we're in the day and age where someone can just say something and people believe it.
And someone use.
And it's not,
okay.
You know.
I mean,
so let's kill that. Let's kill that type of energy. You know?
On this project, what is I hate asking this question because y'all never know how to answer it most of the time. What's your favorite song on this new project?
Proud of You.
Proud of You. Why?
I cried writing that, and it's my first time working with like vocals through a whole record. There's like really no rap in it, and it's speaking. I got so many people going through stuff in my life, currently going through challenges, which is and it just touches on what people are going through out here. This ain't the rolly music. This ain't the stacks. This ain't the twerk music. Like I'm making music for the people that's walking on Blue Hill Avenue, trying to get to work and trying to get their kids to the daycare or get them to school while they're trying to make it to work on time. Like, you know what I mean?
The
like
life that you live, because I'm dropping my daughter off.
I'm here with y'all. Like, I'm very accessible. Like, so if you're one of those people and you're never going back to something that you made it out of, I'm just proud of you for trying. So Proud of You is that.
We're going to take a little pause. We're going to play Proud of You by Exit Fame, just a little snippet of it, and then we'll get back into some more questions because I definitely want to ask a couple of hard hitters. They're not that hard. They're actually fun.
We all going through something.
You're listening to Spark FM. Online.
If no one told you, man, I'm proud of you. You get up every morning doing what you gotta do. It's like the world's on your shoulders, it's a lot for you.
I know.
If no one told you, man, I'm proud of you. You bounce back and I'm proud of you. You got your life back on track and I'm so proud of you. You feed those babies on your own and I'm so proud of you. Single parent and you doing what you gotta do. You lost your mother, know it's hard for you. You pulled yourself in that dark place, I'm proud of you. You lost your dad and it's a lot for you. But you keep pushing and trucking and I'm so proud of you. You got up off those drugs and I'm so proud of you. You put yourself in that detox and followed through. You made it through that breakup, no it bothered you. You put yourself back together and I'm proud of you. You finished high school, man, I'm so proud of you. And if you graduated college, man, I'm proud of you. And if you fighting cancer, I'm so proud of you.
I'm praying.
You came home and changed your life and I'm so proud of you.
Let's go.
Yeah, I see why.
that touches
as I'm
me.
listening to it, like, And you said it like when people are going to work and trying to get their things. Sometimes you're going through life and all these things, but like just want to hear somebody tell me I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah,
You know?
man.
Affirmation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
That song touches
yeah.
me anytime I hear it, you know, and we
Yeah.
preparing some stuff. Shout out Miss Chic. We got a whole idea for kids in the graduation, and we're gonna shoot that video. So we trying to make it
that's
happen.
adorable.
Yeah.
No, that's I can't wait to listen to the whole thing because that song just made me feel good too. Like I was like sitting here, he proud of me. Thank you very much.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You name so many scenarios that so many people go through daily.
Yeah. That's what
And
that
they
was
need
about.
to know that like somebody's got your back.
Shout out my man Clockwork
I
because he is so instrumental in this project.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, we live in a society and it's not very, it's not cool to tell somebody that you're proud of them and that they're doing good.
Or
So
that you love them.
Or so many people are just
But
so consumed with themselves that we don't even think about.
Absolutely.
You know.
I like that. Local inspirations, people that, you know, like we always try to ask, you know, who's your greatest inspiration, Oprah? You know, like your local inspirations, people that you have watched come up and people that you kind of like surround yourself in a way to keep you grounded, keep you focused, and, you know, keep you on the right path.
That's kind of hold on. There was like two questions in there. Hold on. One of my biggest inspirations coming out the halfway house and everything, and just being around him in the early years, and then seeing him now and him acknowledging me and showing the love that he has. I mean, Millie's what he got going on.
Yeah.
It just showed me that at my age it is possible, and he has laid out a blueprint for an artist from Massachusetts. So that's a huge motivation for me. But my seeing people like Matthew Borders, that this is my home right here, Morning Star Baptist Church.
I don't want to call Morning Star a 5-star Baptist all the time. What is the problem?
It is a 5-star church, that's why.
Morning Star, yes.
But people like Matthew Borders, man, and seeing him and his message touches me, touches my heart, man, and people like Mathematics and my nephew Chris, Fletcher, Darius, Sean, and Anthony, watching them and how their fathers and how they sacrifice their time. And because I've got like currently almost 6 years being an active member of society. So you can never play catch up, but I'm filling in. But there's a lot of time missed with my 3 kids. So I look at them as inspiration and stuff like that.
I'm glad you brought them up. Kids are always an inspiration because you have to. You have to do things for them. What has been a father and being able to at least try to play with the time that they've, you know, like how has that kind of kept you, you know, focused?
It's a
3 kids, golly, that's
yeah,
not
you know what I mean. Yeah. I got a daughter in college.
How old are they?
I got a daughter in college, 20.
You have a college 20. How
Yeah,
old are you?
I'm 39. So I got a daughter in college, and I got a daughter, an amazing killer. She's 10, and then I have my son. I'm 5 years sober. He's 5 years old. You know, so,
wow.
And
was that a turning point when he was
absolutely
born?
my sober date is August 3rd, 2019. His birthday is August 11th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for that's beautiful. Dope.
Yeah,
that's
in the
dope.
circumstances that I was in, you know what I mean? Like I was at the bottom. Like he was born with his mother handcuffed to a bed, you know, and I was in a program. I wasn't able to be there, but I'm acclimating and I'm striving to get into their lives full time, and a lot of sacrifice, and my oldest daughter, I'm transparent. I keep it real. She is not happy with me doing music at this point in her life, and we going through it. You know what I mean? So, at some point, a breaking point and a sacrifice needs to be made for my children.
Yeah.
But all in all, I'm here. I'm available. I provide, and we're gonna keep going with God.
I love it. So this project, it's out.
Yes,
it is.
Kill
out.
Judas is out.
When did it come out?
That came out 3/25/25. So we're going on a week.
Just the other day. Yeah, just the other day. So this is great. We're still in good time.
Yeah.
It's available. Where can we find it? How can people
everywhere. Find it? Anything that you listen to music on, it is there. And we're working on hard copies. And I was just shout out the team, man.
People do hard copies this day and age.
No, but it's a piece of the memorabilia, and it's a way that people support the artist.
merch.
And that was the reason why I released it on a Tuesday. I come from, remember when they used to release music on a Tuesday?
Tuesday was music, Tuesday.
And I'm so happy I did that because it gave people time. And a Friday, people, either you getting paid or you waiting for the next week to get paid. Friday can either be a depressing day or a motivating day. You know, and I just want to get out of work. I don't care about your new music, you know what I mean? But Tuesday, it's like, I'm at work.
I don't know why they moved it to Fridays.
You can Google it. There's a reason that I didn't want to read, but
we don't care about because we come from a different school
right.
of life. No, this is great. So you can find it across all platforms. Tristan posted the link for the YouTube, and you can find all of the videos, all the songs on his YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure you put the little bell on so you can see when there I am. I'm real. So make sure that you guys definitely go and download the track and listen to the music. You said that you have a couple of events coming over to some tours. What you doing, a tour?
So this weekend, I am gonna be in Providence. Shout out. I got a team out in Providence, man. I got supporters out there, and they treat us like home. And we're gonna be in 2 different events this weekend.
Okay.
We're gonna be with Beanie Siegel. We're gonna be with Dice Peso. Shout out them. And
Where's
then
gonna be at?
Club Culture. It's like not club. I don't know. It's called Culture. I don't know what it is.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So, but the places are like 6 minutes apart from each other, which made it possible for us to do this.
Yeah.
So we bring in the team to Providence this weekend, and then I'll have my first. Shout out Casso, he's killing it. He's in LA right now.
Casso, man.
I saw him yesterday, the other day in the mall.
Yeah, he's he's everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be with him in May, right? No, first I'm going to London, and then I'll be with London and the Locks.
Yeah. Ooh.
London and the Locks. Oh.
No, I'll be in London with the Locks. 30 anniversary tour. That's my first time going overseas, performing at the O2.
Do you need assistance for that one?
Do you need someone to?
It's very expensive.
And chic loose.
Yes.
Yeah, and shout out the Locks. They have had me on their tour since last year.
I saw that. Yeah.
And the love that they show you, and these are your childhood heroes, and now you're around them. That is amazing, man.
Yeah.
And they are really down to earth, good people. So that's cool. And then I'll be with Casso at Sonya, and then my first show will be in August 1st.
August 1st. So we're going to follow up, and we're going to keep good, close dibs on you to make sure that we are following everything. We have all of his music, so you can hear it regularly here on Spark FM.
Shout out Spark FM. This place is amazing now.
We'll make sure that we support you, follow you, and get your music out there so that more people could just become familiar with what you're doing. You have an amazing story, and I can't wait to dive deeper into that as we kind of watch you unfold.
Yeah, the book is coming. The book is coming.
Yes,
never go back. The book it is coming.
When it's coming. Exclusive. Come back here when it comes.
I will.
Okay.
I'll be back when it's done. It's been a 3-year process, so it's coming.
And I think it's gonna probably be really great, like your music, and just the way that in general, just been watching you throughout the years and climbing back up to where you feel happy and proud of yourself. We are very proud of you and wish you the absolute best, and you have our full support. And next time in August, send us some tickets, VIP.
Oh, absolutely.
Next to the stage.
We might have to have a Spark FM table.
Say that. That's what we want. We want a table everywhere we
got to
go.
push this stuff. This is amazing what you guys are doing in the community. This is fire.
Appreciate you. With that said, people, we do got to pay some bills to keep the lights on. We'll be right back in a few moments, and we'll go into our national and world and entertainment news and get into our scenarios. Find out what's going on in the world. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What is this, Doctor? This is well, Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
Houston, Moonbox Productions proudly presents Crowns, a powerful and jubilant musical mixing gospel, jazz, and a little bit of hip-hop. Hats take center stage with an uplifting story exploring black history, identity, and the power of sisterhood through the eyes of a young black woman. It's a celebration of self-expression, tradition, and of course, fabulous hats. Get ready to clap your hands and tap your feet because these ladies have serious attitude. Don't miss Crowns. Opening April 11th through May 4th at the Arrow Street Arts in Cambridge. Tickets are just $55 at arrowstreetarts.org. And for flexible pricing, check out Pay What You Wish option at the box office. Crowns. April 11th through May 4th. Come for the hats, stay for the celebration.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibes. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the number one place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with we, you are gonna see a million. We got the Congo long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Woo! You know, we're back just coming off that interview with Exit Fame, whose story is absolutely amazing. Make sure you go and you check out his projects everywhere that you can listen to anything. Exit Fame, Kill Judas is out right now. We're going to go right into the national news, hit you up with some headlines, and then we'll go into the entertainment news because the entertainment news is entertaining. So I'm just really going to read headlines, first paragraph of this national news. Trump fires top boss at the NSA, nation's elite spy agency. So the Trump administration ousted the director of the National Security Agency Thursday night, according to top congressional Democrats who decried the firing as making the U.S. less safe from cyber intelligence espionage activities in China and other U.S. adversaries. General Timothy Ho, who was chief of U.S. Cyber Command in addition to leading the NSA, was unavailable for comment. The White House and the NSA did not return requests seeking comment. Ho, a career, is it Ha? How do you pronounce that? A career Air Force leader, was deputy commander of the U.S. Cyber Command at Fort George until President Joe Biden tapped him to lead the NSA in February of 2024. He's one of the few holdovers from the Biden administration at a time when President Donald Trump has moved quickly to replace his intelligence agency leadership with political hires he believes will be loyal to him.
So who's the guy?
He's fired. It don't matter.
He's fired.
National Security
I can pick
Council
that.
staffer.
Judge who ordered fired federal workers to be reinstated. Now ruling applies to 19 states and D.C. I didn't get this one. Did he expand it?
I mean, it doesn't matter because they're not doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
So, and he doesn't believe that he has to follow a federal judge, and neither does Elon.
Right.
Because Elon thinks it's stupid that one judge can stop something.
Yeah.
That's just not how our government works, Mr. Immigrant. So
I think Elon believes that America is stupid, and he wants to prove how stupid America is.
it's very crazy because I have never in all of my life heard Elon Musk answer a question that he has ever been asked.
No. Has not.
Never. Yeah.
And talks about everything else.
But he be talking about everything else that don't have anything to do with anything else. Like, it's just, I'm a victim and I'm trying to do everything that I can to not be a victim, but I'm a victim because y'all are making me a victim in Tesla. Shut up. Tesla. Dow drops 1,600 as U.S. stocks lead worldwide sell-off after Trump's tariff brigade. I just read today that China was like, oh, okay, that's fine. 34%, 30% tariffs on you guys now.
Yeah.
You know, like, most of our things come from China.
Yeah.
70%.
I just want you guys to know.
Oh, is it only 70%?
That's crazy.
70% of things imported to the U.S. are from China.
I read yesterday that Trump even taxed a secluded Antarctic island that only houses penguins. We do 0% exports and 0% imports because only penguins live there and they can't make deals. He put a tariff on that. Put a tariff on.
I was trying to hide the fact that I was going to yawn so big, but that's just my response to what that.
They also have just kind of put out, like factual information that every time that we have had a large drop in the stocks, 6 times out of 7. It was 7 out of 7 is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yep.
Dating back to 3/16/2020 all the way till now, Trump has literally been the reason every single time.
I just don't understand. I'm so confused about why there's nothing that can be done. Nothing?
No. There's nothing that can be done, unfortunately. We lost 2 very important seats for Congress that would have been able to flip, I don't know, the Senate or the House, one of those. Because it's Florida, baby girl. It's Florida. Florida is a cancer to America.
I said I wish they would just cut it off and let it float out into the sea.
Florida has also proposed new child labor laws that allows 14-year-olds to work overnight and has asked to eliminate lunch requirements for 16 to 17-year-olds. And everybody should be able to work overnights in schools. But more so over than that, what has happened is that the uneducated feels like these are the only jobs that they can get. So I'm getting deeper into it. I read this black man pretty much say that yes, there are billionaires and they are making money, but those billionaires need to be able to clean their houses and their pools and all kinds of stuff. And that's what the poor people should be able to get, and the immigrants should not be having those jobs. Yeah. And I said, black man, your idea of fixing the economy is working for white billionaires?
Isn't that what I asked about yesterday? Like, the billionaires can't get rid of all of us because then who's going to clean their houses? But
that's what he said. That's literally what he said. And everybody was just like, nobody even could respond to him because we were like, wait, is that for real how you guys are thinking? Because if that's how you guys thinking, I get it.
Yeah.
I actually get it. If you're thinking the immigrants shouldn't be, doing these low income jobs because they're taking away jobs from what you think that you're only able to get, then that's sad.
So do they think that we should not have immigrants, period?
Yes.
Oh.
Or the immigrants just should come here.
Only the white South Africans.
Just the white ones.
Yeah, the white South
in the
Africans that can
Europeans.
increase the economy with Trump's $5 million passport that his face is strategically plastered all over, looking like he's got constipation.
Well, he always looks like that.
He always. So I don't know what. And then people are be like, you guys just have to give it time. Give it the next 12 to 18 months. You guys are going to start seeing the decrease. But right now, it's going to be painful because far too long we've been taken advantage of. And Trump and Elon is here to fix it. And we need to be patient.
Do you think people really believe that?
Tony, I am almost convinced that we are living in an alternate universe that's not real. It can't be real.
Yeah, this is hell.
It cannot be real. Pence will get the Profile and Courage Award from the JFK Library.
JFK Library is trying to get shut down again, huh?
Yep. But I like Pence. I'm gonna put it out there. Pence was probably the only Republican that I know that stood up against Donald Trump and didn't allow him to feel like he can get away with foolishness. Yeah. And, for a long time, we hated Pence because we didn't really hate Pence. We didn't hear nothing about him because he looks like the white devil.
Yeah.
But,
like a white walker.
I believe that you can be whatever you want to be, but be reasonable, rational, and realistic about life, and I believe that Pence is one of those people.
I like Pence.
So let's not say we like him.
He might as well be
but
a
we
Democrat
respect that.
He's a dino.
Yeah. No, he's a staunch conservative psychopath. However, you can do that. I feel like you can do that, but you do have to have some discernment between right and wrong. And how the Republicans are just letting Donald Trump shit on America, I think that's completely wrong, and you can't be respected.
Right.
Even if you was you just can't be respected.
Yeah.
That's very crazy to me. Fake doctor tried to flee after botched cosmetic arrested in JFK. What that mean?
He's a fake doctor, and he did a cosmetic surgery on somebody and botched them, and then he tried to flee.
That's terrible. Upstate New York officer won't face criminal charges after fatally shooting a 13-year-old in June. I didn't think that he was.
You heard about that?
No, I didn't. And I'm surprised that we're hearing about it now because didn't he say qualified? He didn't say immunity for everybody?
That's true for all police officers.
Pennsylvania woman who wrongfully accused stranger of...
Did we talk about yesterday how Eric Adams has been...
Nope. Eric Adams has all the charges are dropped, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. He seems that you know when you watch them old movies with the black man that sells out everybody because he starts colluding with the white man,
like the man in Django.
Yeah, yeah. That's who Eric Adams
Uncle
is.
Sam. That's Uncle Sam in Django.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I will literally turn over my whole entire city if you get rid of my charges.
You is scary.
Stupid. And so. What's this story right here? Ooh, sorry, 1 second. Come on, man. Pennsylvania woman who wrongfully accused stranger of rape and kidnapping is sentenced to jail. We read about that yesterday. How much did she get sentenced to? 45 days to 23 months in Bucks County Correctional Facility on Tuesday. Good. Yeah. Good. Keep her there for the next 23 months because there ain't nothing that she gonna do that is positive outside here.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah. And that is our Around the Way news.
Nope.
National news. You want to get into the entertainment? I don't think we have time for our little questions today. My head feels tight.
Yesterday was the cutest thing that we saw yesterday. Barack Obama photobombed the picture of two little kids. And so now he is reacting to that. Barack Obama saying... Former President Barack Obama photobombed a family's photo shoot at the Tidal Basin in Washington, D.C., later apologizing and sharing the viral photo on his Instagram stories. Virginia mom Portia Moore initially didn't realize Obama was in the background of the photos until her husband pointed out after the shoot, leading to memorable family heirloom. Obama, who was dressed casually in a white button-down shirt and gray pants, had been enjoying the cherry blossoms in D.C. and shared his own photos from the stroll on Instagram. It was really, really cute because the kids
really cute.
The kids are just standing there cheesing, and Obama just happens to walk by.
And then he sent them a special note that was just like, sorry that I ruined your picture. Hope you guys had a great day. So, like even that forward getting a repost from Barack Obama is pretty dope. They said that
right here?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said the little girl was like trying to tell them something. And what she was trying to say is, oh, that's Barack Obama. So they didn't realize it until after the picture, and they went back and they were like, oh, damn, we got that.
That's dope.
Isn't that cute?
So cute.
And that's a great picture.
Nice
That's a great picture. Yeah. That's awesome. Great. Yeah, Brianna Innell is the photography. He looks good.
50 Cent celebrates success of the 50 Cent Action TV channel. I got more coming. So 50 Cent's Action channel on Roku is a hit, and the entertainment mogul is ready to make things even bigger in the near future. Taken to Instagram on Wednesday, revealed the 50 Cent Action channel, which is one of the first ever celebrity branded fast channels, free ad supported streaming television, has become one of the most popular ones on the platform. My 50 Cent Action channel ranked in top 5% out of more than 500 channels on Roku. I got more coming for you today, bringing this channel everywhere. Stay tuned, he wrote. The channel launched in December and features a curation of 50's favorite movies and shows in the Lionsgate library, which includes over a dozen films that feature the entertainment mogul himself. It also includes his long-running show, Star Show Power.
Wow.
It's so crazy because 50 Cent is one of those people that you don't know how to feel about. You don't know whether you want to support him, cheer him on, or, block and mute him. Like the other day, especially with the race that the Wyoming, was it Wyoming? That they would Wisconsin that Elon was trying to buy. No, this was Louisiana. Sorry, a Louisiana race that was happening. That the Democrats actually ended up winning. 50 Cent is building his studio in Louisiana, and I guess was trying to make deals with the Republicans down there, and put out a whole PSA about why they should vote on a bill that was going to pretty much destroy their Louisiana's town or something like that. It was really bad because he literally, he sat down in his office and most likely in front of the teleprompter because he was very much reading, and it was just like, you guys should vote on this bill. Bro, you got to stay out of these kind of things because you don't know what's going on. And right now, we don't have time for celebrities to just be saying things.
Yeah.
Like y'all got to either choose to stay out or be intentional about what you're talking about, meaning that you did your research and you know what you are supporting.
Yeah.
We've just shut up about it. Yeah. Tell them, no, I'm not doing no political nothing. I'll give you extra tax money or something like that. I'm not going to do no political things if I don't think
Shreveport,
it's
right. Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yep. There was a black man, an activist from there that cussed him clean out. I said, golly, on TV.
Good. A judge declines to revoke Young Thug's probation after social media posts.
Oh my God.
Young Thug got put on probation.
He's on probation. Remember, he's supposed to be. If he violates his probation in any way, he's going away for like 28 years.
Right. Okay. So, I thought he did something. Okay.
Yeah,
so the district attorney. He did do something.
Yeah.
The district attorney's office in Fulton County, Georgia, had cited a post in which the rapper referred to a gang investigator as the biggest liar in the DA office. Oh no. A judge declined on Thursday to revoke the probation of the Atlanta rapper Young Thug, born Jeffrey Williams, after prosecutors moved to have him punished for a post on social media in which Mr. Williams referred to a local gang investigator as the biggest liar in the DA office. In a brief ruling on Thursday, Fulton County Judge Paige Reese Whitaker declined the motion from the district attorney's office of Fannie T. Willis without explanation. Atlanta prosecutors have filed a motion on Wednesday arguing that Mr. Williams had violated the terms of his probation, writing that he has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses and prosecutors, compromises ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. Mr. Williams, 33, pled guilty last year to participation in criminal street gang activity in addition to drug and weapons charges, ending his role in a sprawling racketeering trial that became the longest criminal proceedings in Georgia history. The 2 of the 6 original defendants of the trial who refused plea deals were found not guilty of murder and conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. At the judge's discretion, Mr. Williams, who has faced up to 120 years in prison if convicted, was sentenced to time served and 15 years of probation with an additional 20 years of prison time possible if he violated the agreement. The strict terms of the probation barred Mr. Williams from Metro Atlanta for 10 years, required him to undergo random searches and drug tests, and instructed him to refrain from promoting any gangs or associating with known gang members, potentially complicating his career as a touring rapper.
So basically, there in the comment section when I was trying to figure out what the hell they were saying. I guess they're saying that it's a violation of his First Amendment rights, his free speech.
Okay,
he should be allowed to say his opinion without prosecution.
Okay,
so that's what they're gonna try to fight that one on, and a lot of people were just like, maybe he should just refrain from speaking in general. Like, for what?
I agree.
Shut up.
Even after Young Scooter from Atlanta, who's a big rapper from Atlanta, Young Scooter. So I had to do some research on Young Scooter. He's also one of the people that found Future.
Oh.
Young Scooter is one of the people that encouraged Future to start writing.
Okay.
And apparently, so when he died, he died because he tried to jump over a fence and it tore one of his main arteries and he bled out to death. And Young Thug wrote on social media he got shot.
Yeah. Young Thug should stay off of social media.
That's what they should have banned him from social media.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like almost like a dog. You got to set a dog up for success.
Yeah.
And if Young Thug is that, if he's that susceptible to not following the rules, then you got to just have to say you're banned from social media. You are banned from all of these things. I also don't understand why Young Thug needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Unless you making music,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
Just be quiet.
Don't say nothing. Don't do
now
nothing.
He knows that they got their eye on him and they ain't playing no games.
Well, did he think that they didn't have their eye on him?
Maybe he slept on it because that's crazy.
Yeah. I wouldn't even do nothing. I would do nothing but stay in my house. Go to the store and come back.
I put myself on house arrest because I don't want no problem.
I would put on my own bracelet on my ankle. Just for an alarm for me. Like, oh, you went too far. Go back.
You're doing the most.
Yep. Cut it out. Go back home. Ice Cube officially reaches deal for a new Friday movie. Do y'all want to see another Friday?
Who asked Ice Cube for that?
I saw this on the TV yesterday, and I said, but I thought everybody's consensus was everybody dead. And everybody dead.
Yeah, they're dead. I don't even know if they dead. I just know that I don't need to know.
I mean,
everybody's dead. You think about it. Debo dead.
Witherspoon is dead.
AJ Johnson dead.
Yeah.
Pops dead.
Yeah.
Who else dead?
Chris Tucker
Janet Jackson dead.
Chris Tucker ain't come back from the first one.
Chris Tucker might as well.
Janet Jackson
dead.
Not Janet Jackson.
You know the fake Janet
Oh
Jackson.
yeah.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah,
Triz, you're right.
Everybody dead.
And Ice Cube should not do another movie because you gonna be dead too.
I guess my question with Ice Cube is you don't got no other ideas.
Right.
You can't call it. It got to be a Friday-esque. You can't just make a different movie with a different thing.
I was done after the first Friday, to be honest with you. I didn't like Christmas Friday or none of the other Fridays. We don't need it.
Yeah, I mean it don't make no good sense. Oh no. Damn, Tristan.
There's a post.
There is.
Friday cast every actor in the movie who has died.
Damn, it's 12.
Debo died. John Pops died. Bernie Mac died. AJ Johnson, Ezel, Yvette Wilson, who's Rita, dead.
Yep.
Ronaldo,
That's Janet Jackson.
Yep, Ronaldo Ray, Red's father, dead. LaWanda Page, Jehovah's Witness, dead. Michael Clark, who was uncredited.
Oh yeah, that's Green Mile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he should just. That storyline.
Because everybody did.
So it's supposed to be called Last Friday.
It should. The last one should have been the last one.
Exactly, Mike Nice. There ain't no other day of the week that he can do a movie. What about Sunday?
Monday.
Tuesday.
Well, Monday. You know, everybody hates Monday.
Hump day.
Let me ask y'all this, though. If Chris Tucker came for the Last Friday installment, would that...
No, because Chris Tucker too old to be so foolish no more.
Like,
you got knocked the fuck out. You know, like... Sir, you probably should sit down. Like, de-escalate it.
Like Exit Fame said, rap your age, act your age.
Yes.
Chris Tucker too damn old for the foolishness he was going on with.
See what you did.
I don't like it. I don't want no Fridays. No, thank you, Ice Cube. Thanks. thanks, but no
for
thanks.
being a stoner, man, I would like that. That would be nice. Wrap
Just
it up.
make a stoner movie.
Bro, you should,
Right.
you should.
Make it Stoner Day. 420.
So 420.
Make that movie. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's adult daughter they still take baths together. That's kind of weird. But they also said that they still sleep in the bed with their mother, and I don't think that's weird at all.
Me either.
I'm 48. How old am I? However old I am, and I still sleep in between my two parents.
As soon as I go home, I'm about to go right in between them right now.
Me too. With a fish and chips
But
dinner.
they got a big bed. That's why they got a big old king size.
I have a picture that I sent to Danielle the other day with all 5 of them in the bed, and I was mad because I couldn't fit. Everybody was in the bed except for me, and I was upset.
And it ain't right.
It's not right. Glorilla, Glorilla talks Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco cameo, and how the tour taught her to stop putting restrictions on herself. And if you have not seen the Glorilla tour, go see the Glorilla tour because Glo did her big one on that tour. Oh, Glo.
I'm just a chico. Glow.
Yeah, Glorilla is always down for a good surprise. The Memphis chart topper, who last month gave fans exactly that, with an unannounced cameo on Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's new collaborative LP, I Said I Love You First, is detailing how it all came to be and why she's been happy to see fan reactions to her buzzy outro on the track called Cowboy. I like it, and I like it how it shocks people. Glow 25. She's 25, says of the album appearance. While speaking with People, she tied to her halftime performance at the McDonald's All-American Games this week. I'm always in for a good surprise. When was the McDonald's All-American Games? Did we miss it?
I think so.
Oh, wow. I was excited because I love Selena Glow, full name Gloria Hallelujah Woods.
What?
Did you know that her middle name is Hallelujah?
Sorry. Her middle name is Hallelujah.
Her middle name is Hallelujah.
No wonder she's so blessed.
Yeah, so when Benny had hit me up, I was excited about it. The cameo is certainly short yet sweet, as was Glow's halftime showing at Brooklyn's Barclays Center on Tuesday, April 1st, in the middle of the boys' matchup, where some of the best high school basketball players in the nation put their skills on display for the annual outing. Glow appeared on center court with 4 dancers and a shortened set list of hits, including TGIF. As for Glow, tells People she planned on doing something high school kid friendly for the occasion while still going in with a lot of energy. She's also been keeping up the energy going on her Glorious tour in promotion of her 2024 debut album Glorious, which she continued to promote on the road throughout the month ahead before her Coachella stint later in April. Good for her. Glorilla, you glow girl.
You glow girl.
You glow girl.
glow girl.
Love it for her. And comedian Russell Brand has been charged with rape.
Lord.
And sexual assault.
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Get him to the creek?
Yes. Ain't he married to Katy Perry?
I don't know.
Not no more? Oh, they're not married no more? Shut up. Russell Brand has been charged with rape, indecent assault, and sexual assault between 1999 and 2005. The charges relate to 4 separate women. Brand has been interviewed multiple times by police since an investigation by the Sunday Times. The Times and the channel's 4 dispatches in September 2023 reveal multiple serious allegations against him. The 49-year-old has previously denied the allegations, calling them very, very hurtful, and saying his relationships have been always consensual. In a short statement, the Metropolitan Police said it had written to Brand to inform him that he was being charged with 1 allegation of rape, 1 allegation of indecent assault, 1 of oral rape, and 2 further counts of sexual assault.
Damn.
Side note, did you know that sodomy includes oral sex?
I didn't know that.
I learned that the other day. When they say sodomy, it can refer to anal or oral sex.
That sounds, but you're in the oral sex. Are you putting? Oh, you are putting something in something. It is sodomy of the mouth.
Yes, it is.
It's not funny. I'm laughing at the revelation that she just had.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's just a different orifice.
But I mean, isn't sodomy putting anywhere anything then? If that's what it is.
Yes.
It's all sodomy.
Maybe it's sodomy of the mouth.
And it's all illegal. The Force said The Force said it is alleged that in 1999, a woman was raped in the Bournemouth area. In 2001, a woman was indecently assaulted in the Westminster area of London. In 2004, a woman was orally raped and sexually assaulted in the Westminster area of London.
He's a serial. Oh.
Yep. And between 2004 and 2005, a woman was sexually assaulted in the Westminster area of London. Brand has been told to appear at the Westminster Magistrate Court on the 2nd May, but he is believed to be in the United States. In these situations where a suspect may be overseas, prosecutors seek to agree the defendant's return. If there is no cooperation from a suspect, authorities then consider seeking extradition. Jaswant Narwal, the Crown Prosecution Service, said, "We have today authorized the Metropolitan Police to charge Russell Brand with a number of sexual offenses. We carefully reviewed the evidence after a police investigation into allegations made following the broadcast of a Channel 4 documentary in September of 2023. And so Russell Brand,
he always look wet and greasy to me anyway.
He look a little slimy.
Yeah.
He do look a little slimy.
This is before his fame.
No, it's not.
No, not before.
I don't think so.
His first movie was in 2006.
Oh, well.
He's been nasty for a long time.
Yeah.
And with that said, we'll end it right there. Oh, nasty, greasy thing. I don't want no grease ball around me.
Oh, he does always look
and
wet.
then to be a sexual assaulter is just nasty. You just nasty.
No,
I don't
Russell
like
Brand. I don't like that for him. But anyways, that has been Saucy and Friends this morning. Good Friday day, 4-4. Today is 4-4.
4-4. Oh, it's 4 de April.
It's very de abril.
Yes.
No.
Cuatro de abril. Oh, we got a whole professional in here. A professional Spanish. You know?
We got a Duolingo right here.
We got our own Duolingo in the building. Yes.
He's Mexican.
So what that mean? He born speaking Spanish.
Born in Mexico. He born in Mexico? He is.
My sister
you're
boyfriend-
Mexican.
My sister boyfriend Mexican. He don't speak Spanish.
Well, he's different. What's his name?
He's Mexican American. His name is Daniel. He don't even got a nice
No, that Daniel's very Mexican.
He's
Daniel.
not Pablo.
That's Paul.
They call him Pablo at home. Anyhow.
Now we beat up on the intern day. With that said, we are going to slide on over to the side. I got people here waiting to talk, and I got to go.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Sleepy now. You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
You are now listening to Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment